Yo, we back. We back. Uh back here with you at Two Drunk Unks. I'm sorry, man. Two shows in my head, man. But I got my motherfucking co-host here. Friday was good, bro.
Was good, man. Shit. I was drinking
Hey,
it every day,
happy
dog.
birthday, my boy. Today is your birthday officially, right?
Yeah, today's my birthday officially.
Happy
Happy
birthday, my
birthday
boy.
there, young fella.
Yeah. But we back here, man, give y'all some content, man. We'll try to do a little something different tonight, man. We're gonna do it off clips. So we're gonna show the clip, then we're gonna react to it afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like reaction videos. But today I got in the building, man. Let me inside the studio with me. I got my boy Smoke Dog. I know y'all see him over there a little bit. I got my boy Smoke Dog in the building with me, man. What's good, bro?
Ain't nothing but the greatest, man.
Yeah. But I got my also, man, special guest in the building. Also, one part of Cold Day in Hell, Mr. Mook Montana, man. What's good with you, bro?
Everything lovely, brother. How you been, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling, man. Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna give all y'all 5 minutes real quick. Everybody give 5 minutes. What's going on? Current events, whatever y'all want to rant about. What's good, man? Who want to go first? Friday, you had an interesting little week. You want to go and jump this off, man?
Shit, man.
You still trying to get yourself together over there.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you, man. Hey, it's crazy, man. We're still trying to take care of everything for my aunt and everything. Getting her buried and everything like that. So
And condolences.
yeah, I appreciate it.
Big fact, big fact.
Other than that, man, too much going on. Ain't too much going on, man.
You need an IV, man?
All right.
You need an IV?
I don't know how to do that shit. Don't keep this shit going, boy.
I hear you,
It was draining ass week, man. Trying to get everything ready for this party and everything. Shit.
We ain't no spring chicken no more, bro. So hey,
I can't
speak
go
for
on.
yourself. Speak for yourself, boy.
These motherfuckers they leave till 4 in the morning, man. Shit.
I hear you, man. What you got, Smoke? What you got, man?
Hey, look, man, I'm just trying to figure out this week, you know what I mean, how many more times is the military going to deny these orders to go in there and fight, you know what I mean, messing with 45, 47, man.
Yeah.
Them boy just said, yeah, you know what, man, fire me. I think it's a beautiful thing.
A lot of them walking away from it, man. A lot of them
I think it's a beautiful thing. Hey, yo, Mook, matter of fact, Mook can tell you firsthand, Mook. Hey, if that ain't some smoke shit right there, what is it, Mook?
I ain't never knew you.
Hey, look, boy, hey, you got me fucked up. I ain't fit to do nothing for you.
Yeah, man.
That's $100 right there.
Man, this is what it is, brother. Man, when you do a lot of talking, you have a tendency to put your foot in your mouth, and that dude do a lot of talking and don't give a goddamn about what he say. And a lot of people take some of the stuff that he says to heart. So, man, you can't in one breath call your active duty and your veterans losers, and then turn around when the shit hit the fan, and you need these people to go and do what it is they signed up to do. This right here looks like Nana and the Boo Boo to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a lot of bad things going on right now, man. What I just don't understand is how are we in another country doing a regime change when we got all this going on in our government that we can't do nothing about?
When low key we need the regime change.
When we need the regime change, real talk, bro. Like we are in a position to where America's gonna be destroyed throughout the whole world. Nobody's gonna do business with us no more. You know what I'm saying? So we got to change some shit
that'll
up,
never damn Rip, that'll never happen, bro.
And look,
just like all business ain't good business, all business ain't bad business either. Everybody everybody know that it ain't America in general. Everybody, the majority of the world realize that it's just the current regime.
Well, tell me something. Well, let me ask y'all this right here. What do y'all think is stopping other countries from completely destroying America? What do y'all think the common factor is that they're not saying, hey, we're gonna come over and just mess y'all up?
Oh, you mean coming on
coming to us and doing everything to us. What you think stopping that?
Dude, you got to remember that this country is a part of a conglomerate that runs the world. We're just the military portion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in some way, they may not like the person's that has the microphone right now that's making all the demands. But as far as the system is concerned, that system ain't going nowhere. I mean, this dude is he's trying to change the system right now so he can stay in place for a little while. You know what I mean? But no, I mean, but I mean, if you taking the standpoint that Smoke looking at, the system that they put in place, which is known as the business of the United States of America, that business ain't going nowhere. I mean, they understand that hey, every 4 years you're gonna deal with a different spokesperson. But this country don't do shit that the people that actually run the money authorize, and the people that actually run the money, they listen to a queen.
Well, the last person that tried to put this strain on this system was JFK. And you saw what they did to him. The shot came from inside the car. You know what I'm saying? So, well, it's going to be a lot of...
That's a speculation, bro.
Man, whatever, dog.
That's a speculation.
The files already out on that. The only it's 10,000 files of that from JFK files didn't come out because Israel's involved in it. But the files are out. The actual bullet entry wound came from the driver area of the cockpit of the car. You can look it up. It's common knowledge now. It's CIA files, it's all unredacted. You can look at it all. But it ain't speculation no more. It's a true fact. The bullet came from inside the car.
Hey, listen, man. Unredacted files is like the doggone King James version.
All right, man. All right, Smoke. You go in there.
Hey, look, I'm being honest, though. Unredacted files has been modified, bro. That's just like the Epstein file.
The whole file, they waited on a certain person to pass away, then they let the JFK files out. And it's the same thing gonna do with the Epstein file. They're gonna keep that hidden until somebody passes away that they think won't harm or have to go after no more. But JFK file is out, and the CIA killed them pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I digress, man. But anybody got any other rants before we move into this first clip? All right. Silence is consent. Check this out. It's a pretty interesting one. This group had to cancel their whole iconic tour because of some things this young lady said. But let me put the clip up. Y'all check it out.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here to address a few things that's circulating on the internet that's very concerning to me. Let me say this first. I have the utmost respect and admiration for Michelle Obama, and I would never say or do anything that is disrespectful to her or to any woman. I would never do that. And I had no clue that this repost had happened until I started getting phone calls and text messages from everybody, and I immediately went to my page to see what was going on. Now, mind you, I'm not very computer savvy, so I'm looking for this repost button, and I see that all of these buttons are very, very close to each other. And clearly I was scrolling and my thumb hit the repost button. Again, I had no clue that something like this happened until I got all the calls. But of course, I took that down, and, you know, I would never post anything like that. I would never do something like that. That is not my character. I have supported the Obamas. I gave to the campaign, both runs, voted twice for him, and supported the organization that Michelle had in the schools for exercise for the kids. I would never do anything that's harmful or hateful to anybody. You know, I'm just not wired like that. That's just not who I am. And when it comes to organizations that I have donated to, these are the things that support the veterans. You know, I have always supported them, not just now, but for years. This is not something new. So I just wanted to let you guys know, you know, this from me. you know, that I would never do anything so disrespectful, and I would just never, I'm just not about hate or anything like that. You know, if you look on my page and see my posts, it's all about love, faith, and connection. That's what I'm all about.
How y'all fellas feeling about that? She trying to cover up sick because they losing show dates and everything like that, or how you feel about that?
She full of shit. She know that. Bro, the money, because I've seen those fucking TikTok, a lot of black women are not going to those shows because of her.
Exactly, because her comment. She basically, what she said was she reposted a meme saying Michelle Obama is transgender. So,
Yeah,
and
but she do it just like with Shannon Stark when he
right,
got caught up in that bullshit.
right.
I was about before about him having sex, man. Well, I think if you gotta sit there and do a long, drawn out speech to state your case, man, you fucking lying. You lying through your damn teeth, dog. Like
Her money getting messed with, bro.
You wouldn't even respond. Like, you know, if a motherfucker telling the truth, like, man, I can't do that shit.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I got another clip I'm gonna play of y'all too, but it's somebody responding to some shit, but it's a little different level. But what you got on that move?
Nothing.
Right.
Say what you smoke.
Right. Hey, look, man. Hey, a wise man once told me, if you say some shit, stand on that bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
A wise man told me that shit. If you say some shit, stand on that.
Stand on what you say, man. You post some stuff, stand on that post, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shit. Worst thing she could have done was apologize. She would have been like, look at what these motherfuckers post, instead of apologize for reposting. Hey, look what these motherfuckers post. You know what I mean?
But I got another clip right here, man. Something going on kind of heavy in the news right now.
This is one of my worst nightmares. Tough niggas that's not bright.
That is a bad recipe.
That is a very bad recipe.
That's one of my worst nightmares in the world. Somebody that will risk it all over absolutely nothing. And
you're an accomplice.
I've been on this with Pooh Shiesty for years.
You're an accomplice.
I've said this for years with him. That's just off the home looking from a distance. The nigga went to buy some sneakers, stole the sneakers, shot the nigga. Bow! Already you lost me, dog. Your music is great. Your decision making terrifies me.
Yeah.
You go to the strip club, money falling out your pocket. Somebody pick it up. Oh, you think they robbed you or they took it out your back pocket. You pull a gun out. Bow! In the strip club.
Wow. Jesus.
You don't make the best decisions to me. And you let it go.
Yeah.
You let that thing go. Bow, 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 bow. I know in the streets that's looked at as like some super tough shit. I don't quite view it that way.
Because you're not in the streets. That's it.
Yeah, I don't quite view it that way.
Yeah.
He went to the office with an ankle monitor on. Allegedly.
Yeah, he left a hell of a paper trail.
Talk about
on brand.
Talk about decision making.
On brand.
You gonna say I wasn't there?
Dog,
that was AI.
You haven't on the street.
You turned on Spruce. You haven't. Yo, what are you talking about? Fam, speak to his decision making. They got a video. He was on a live stream with Ben Nadar,
a streamer.
Yes, a streamer. Sitting in the back of a Maybach, you know, just the two of them, a cameraman up here recording them. It's PO calls. He takes the call. No, I'm at home.
We looking at him.
Live stream, I said.
See you, nigga.
We see you,
nigga. As Cat Williams said, do you know we can see you?
Fucked up, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, look, on the Pooh Shiesty situation, man, another wise man once said, if a brother can't stay out of jail, boy, he got something behind them bars that he going back to. Ain't no way in hell you get out of jail and go right back to jail, bro. Like, hey, you like that shit.
And then take the whole family with you.
Hey, look, he wanted to introduce his family to whatever the hell he was enjoying while he was locked up.
Daddy and everybody went.
Ain't no way in hell freedom feels so good and you can't stay free, man. I don't care who you are. I don't care how thug you are either.
That's berserk, bro. What you got, Friday?
Now I was looking at that shit today, dog. That nigga is stupid as fuck, dog. Like that nigga really try to go in there to Gucci Man and try to do some should not shit.
Yeah,
Whatever it is to get that nigga out of his contract.
Yeah.
Like you crazy, bro. But Gucci Man has been in jail so many times, dog. You're like, fuck that shit, whatever.
Gucci Man did respond back. He did respond back. But go ahead before we get to that one, Mook. What you got?
Man, dumb niggas do dumb nigga shit.
He said it. He said Joe Budden said it good when he made that little comment he made, man. Niggas just don't be thinking, dog.
His decision making skills.
And this is the prime time he would have been making the most money in his career. Because he just got out of jail. His shit always been popping since he was in jail.
Yeah.
He said he did all this because Gucci Man allegedly owed him $25 million. This man took his entire family to jail and regular label mates to jail. So what Gucci Man finna bake even more money because they still streaming his music. Gucci Man finna just put all that bag they was give him into his pocket now. Shit, it's crazy, bro.
And you just kind of smothered Gucci because now they trying to call Gucci a damn snitch.
Yeah.
Which, however you spell it, hey, look, you robbed me, homeboy. You robbed me, homeboy. I'm trying to get my shit back. You know what I mean?
So check this out. Charleston White has something to say. I know a lot of people don't agree with it, but I'm kind of rocking with him on this.
And you got a young nigga. Now, I want to tell everybody who's saying Pooh Shiesty crashed out. Nah, nigga. When you a G nigga, you don't give a damn about going to jail. It's you pussy ass fraud niggas like Woody and Boosie them who don't want to go to jail. When you really with the shit like them niggas is, you heard what his mama said. My whole family went. Daddy, son. I thought those are the options when you from the streets, nigga. Jail or death. I thought that's all you get from the streets is jail or the graveyard. Why y'all trying to make it seem like you get to live long free? Why y'all trying to change the rules? There's no honor amongst thieves. That's number one. Get what you can get and get out. Be willing to die and go to jail. Buy this shit. Don't seem like, I don't even know how much money you got, nigga. I don't know how much money. Every major nigga we know that ran the mob got millions of dollars. Go crash out about the business. So I salute Pooh Shiesty, nigga. And he took his mug shot with a smile, nigga. And guess what? The feds ain't got no evidence on it, even though Gucci and them snitch. No video, no nothing. Gucci and them told, nigga. Because the feds wouldn't know nothing. Why Gucci didn't keep it in the streets and get his goon squad and the rest of them? Pooh Shiesty and them did what a nigga's supposed to do when you claiming you from that life. He come out the feds talking that life, but he crashed out. No, nigga, it's only two roads to this. And he stand on the road. The rest of you niggas trying to do content and live forever. It don't work like that if you really from the streets. So
how you feel about that, bro? Mook, how you feel about that, man?
Man,
I'm saying his sentiments about the situation, as far as goons doing goon shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you bought that life, why not be about that life? You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared.
We've had this conversation 100 times, man. Listen, if you committing crime, everybody can tell. Everybody telling.
Yeah.
Everybody telling, bro. Niggas, you understand that before you get into the shit. Don't be surprised and be like, well, man, that's my dog and my dog. Nigga, your dog shit. When them people get you behind them, when them people get you in that motherfucking interrogation room, them people gonna tell you, you better tell on him because goddamn it, he done tell on you. Somebody doing this time. Them people, man, I ain't rip.
Look,
that's part of the game.
Nah, hey, look, man.
Nowadays, ain't no loyalty.
That ain't part of the game. Is he wearing the ankle monitor up there, bro? Like, come on, man. Gucci ain't had to tell on him. Shit, hey, he told on himself.
Yeah.
And that boy got GPS tracking on his ankle, man.
Real quick, hey, go ahead, Friday. Go ahead, Friday.
Nah, I one thing. Like I agree with Charles, right? But one part I don't agree with when he say like you know, Gucci was about that life and everything. First of all, you gotta grow shit. A lot of times when you got there, that's a grown ass motherfucking man. Goddamn Gucci Mane our age. That's a grown man. Like, yeah, if he did tell him, fuck what?
I mean, hey, now
Grown ass goddamn man. A little young, if a little young motherfucker ride me, man, and I know who it is, hell yeah, I'm reporting your ass. Hell yeah, I'm telling. Shit.
now I got Gucci Man response to that, man.
You know what's going on with me? Yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody, not even the police. I don't believe in none of that shit. Only thing I believe in is don't tell the police. Soft ass nigga. It's the only thing I believe in. I'ma smoke you.
That's Gucci response, man. If that's the real Gucci, you feel me? But that's his response,
What you
man.
saying? They clone Tyrone?
Hey, it's all kinds of speculations out there right now.
Man,
But I ain't finna
hey,
go into none of that. You ain't going into none of that.
I keep it like I'm
It's a
keep
book.
it like
That's
I keep
Gucci.
it, man.
That's Gucci. You know what I'm saying? To me. But shifting gears, man. Today is a holiday or whatever y'all want to call it. Easter. Y'all get y'all best outfits together. You know what I'm saying? Get together, go hide the eggs for the kids and everything. I got a slight confusion of what these two things are going on, right? So for one, the church celebrates the eggs and all that kind of stuff like that. But you're saying it's the resurrection of Christ. I don't understand why you celebrating the God of fertility and God, resurrection of God. Because Easter is Estar. It's the God of fertility. How are we celebrating these two? So basically what you're saying is, which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Which came first was the practice of the religion of many gods before the worship of one God. When you had people like Constantine that was in power, he lived in a society where you had a whole bunch of pagans and they worshiped the sun. So when you had this new religion of worship of the Son of God, he married the two together. So when you start putting when you put a new religion into a society that's already practicing a bunch of different religions, you start to have people to adopt what they want to adopt. We see that in denomination today. You know what I mean? There's a boatload of people that went to church today and claim that they did it in the name of whoever it is that they believe. But you go to different churches and they conduct these worship services in different manners. And that goes against the book that they're supposed to follow. But same thing with this. Ishtar, the god of fertility, is a god that was celebrated during the spring, the earth waking back up from winter. You know what I mean? Everything go to sleep in the wintertime except for the human being. Everything on the planet stop and take a break except for the human being. All the animals go into hibernation, all the vegetation, so to speak, die. And then in the springtime, all this stuff comes back to life. And during pagan worship, they look towards the god of bringing forth new life. And this is how you get this season, this holiday, so to speak.
Okay, but what my question is, if that was before, that shows you the whole Bible is not true.
Wait a minute, brother.
Hear me
So
out. Hear
you
me out.
making a statement, wait a minute, you're making a statement that the Bible ain't true because the religious
Hold on.
practice took
Listen.
place before the Bible was
Listen.
written and brought to your attention?
Listen, if
That's a hell of a statement.
hold on. If God came first, just like you just said it out of your mouth. Now it's on live. We're gonna be able to play this back. You just said it out of your mouth. That religion came first, pretty much. The worship of the pagan rituals of Estar fertility.
Mm-hmm.
Then came the Bible stuff. Jesus, Jesus, whoever you want to call him. It came after that. So how are we going to believe in the beginning God created heaven and earth? How are we going to believe that?
Rip, you jumping from A to K.
I'm not
Nigga,
jumping. I'm not jumping.
Bro,
You
because
want-
the
you
statement you
want
just
to
make
jump,
don't make
you
no
don't understand
goddamn
what I'm
sense.
saying.
Brother man,
Go
wait
ahead.
a minute. You said that you shouldn't believe the Bible at all
I ain't saying
because
I'm asking the question. I want you to answer it. That's it. That's just answer the question.
brother man, I hear what you say, and everybody else sitting around heard what you said.
Go ahead.
I
And
made the statement. I made the statement that society had more than one religion, and when the new religion came about, the person that was in charge, because again, you keep on acting as if the world then is the world now. The world now separates church from state. The world then followed whatever religious practice they followed. That was the law.
and
All
that's
I
a lie.
said was,
That's another lie.
how's that a lie?
Hold on. Everything in our politics revolves around religion. Everything. And don't say it don't. So what you're saying
I
is
just said this. If that's the truth, if that's the truth, church and, wait a minute. If that's the truth, church and state would have never been separate.
Bro, you saying the old world is different from the new world. It's not. Because right now, everything in our politics revolves around religion. Everything. Yeah, we're fighting a whole war because of it right now. How you gonna deny that?
Rip, if our society revolved around our religion and the United States of America considers themselves to be a Christian nation, you wouldn't have an LGBTQ community.
But
so what you saying don't make no
you
sense.
have, just like your whatever denomination you claim yourself to be, whether you want or not.
All right, listen to what. All right, I'm gonna ask Friday. I'm gonna ask Friday. Hey, Friday, you heard what I said, brother. This man said that the laws in this country are based around our religion. The majority of the United States of America is a Christian nation. Now, we've been taught that sin is sin. But if you know better, there's a particular sin that God considers an abomination. So if we were a nation that followed and wrote laws behind religion, then again, you would have your so-called freedom of speech and be able to say faggot when you want to say faggot because you wouldn't be offending a community. Am I lying or am I telling the truth?
That's the truth of what you're saying. That's the truth. I think if you looked at how Trump won, majority of those people were Christians, and Christians are talking about they're getting attacked. So Christianity is tied
directly.
Government.
Directly. That's why we need to tax the church.
I don't believe that, Rip. I don't believe that. Like I said, you live in a society that's separated. You live in a society that separated church from state, man. They did that for a reason. You have freedom of religion. You have freedom of speech. You have freedom of opinion.
All right. Go ahead, Fred. I'm gonna let you cook, and I'm gonna cook. Go ahead.
Like that's what they intended to be, but we know that religion is a big part of government. We vote on our issues. That's like one thing when you hear like if Donald Trump say, hey, they trying to take the Christian values away and everything, voters eat that shit up and they vote for that man because of that shit.
Man, that's a motherfucker talking. When you saying implementing, listen, I don't disagree with what you saying about how he talk. I mean, shit, we watched him hold the Bible upside down after he goddamn shot up a crowd of protesters for no reason.
Okay, now you
saw that too.
Let me get in there for a minute. You saying out of your mouth, religion and politics are not the same. You're saying they separate. Our laws do say they are separate. State and church, whatever is separate. Our laws do say that. But let me give you some facts on how they are not separate. Let me give you some facts on it. In order to become a notary public, you got to swear on the Bible to become a notary public. What is that?
That's the whole position.
Hold on. Direct correlation with religion. All right. The next thing, when you go to court and you sitting on trial, you got to put your hand on the Bible before you can start getting into the law of what they're about to do to you. That's direct correlation. Next thing is get married. You can get married outside the church, but you got to go to the court to get married. You got to get the paperwork to get divorced. You got to go through the courts to go to something that's going to be by God. Hold on now. I'm just saying.
You talking about
Stop
licensing?
moving the goalposts. Stop moving the goalposts.
I didn't move the goalposts at all. I didn't say anything.
All those examples do not direct correlation.
Rip. You're using the correlation of the fact that they got "In God We Trust" written on the dollar to say that this government follows God. They talk God all they want.
No, I don't see how you don't see how we are fighting a whole holy war along with all of the BS going on.
You believe that we fighting the holy war.
You still saying it's not.
You believe that we fighting the holy war.
All right, let's go. Let's get the panel. Friday, what are we fighting right now?
We fighting the war in Israel. Not Israel. We teaming up with Israel to fight in Iran.
In the name of a holy war. Smoke.
Yeah, the beef between Israel and Iran is a holy war. We in it on the cash side of the holy war. We inside there trying to figure out how we're gonna get our money.
Stop moving the goalposts in their religion, bro.
Man, let's slow your roll now. Because you and your goalpost.
Not you. I would talk about Mook on that.
Because your goalpost gonna be standing up for me. When it comes down to religion and church and state, separating church and state does not happen.
It don't.
Now,
at all.
Within the literature of the law, separation of church and state is written, but does it happen? No.
At all. Ever. Matter of fact, that's how you get all these verses of the Bible.
I mean, well, y'all picking and choosing. Well, maybe I'm looking. Listen what I'm saying. Let me finish my point. Maybe I'm looking at it in a different perspective, because when you say religion is incorporated, I looking at the rights and the wrongs and the views of God. Now they dabble in I shouldn't say religion, because again, everybody got different religion is a set of rules. They dabble in the spirituality, but you saying that again, if I just said it to you, man, you got a bunch of people that say all sin is the same. There's only one sin in that book that was referred to as an abomination, and it ain't murder. It was homosexuality. And we got we got a government that's ran a particular way because of that homosexuality. Every artist that has been in, go ahead.
The separation ain't there.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you
said that the separation ain't there. How if this is my point, man. If the book that these people follow, if we're saying that this is a Christian nation and they're supposed to follow the Holy Bible.
They follow their own
again.
Huh?
They don't follow the book. See, that's
you disagree. Well, now you're making my point. Y'all making my point.
Slow your roll. They don't follow the book. They refer back to the book.
So, like I said, they dabble. So this is a nation that don't follow it. Then
they ain't following nobody rules. They ain't following nobody book. They refer back to the book. And they go
Rip, do you agree with me? You making my point.
They go back to the book. I'm not making your point. They go back to the book to try to draw the people. You know what I mean? They go back to the book.
So the government act like a woman. It's Christian when it's convenient.
Bro, they use it for election. They use it for election. Yes, it's only inconvenient. However,
so when I go to court and you want me to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, you won't go to the Bible.
So help you who?
They go to the Bible for that.
So help you who?
So help you who?
Okay.
So help you who? Know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Is that what he said?
So help me God. So help me God. Okay.
Now, here's my thing with all of that, right?
That's state.
Here's my thing with all of that, right? You just out of your mouth saying homosexuality and stuff like that. You said that. You brought it up, and I want to bring it up. You're following a book that was written and made public by a homosexual person. And we can't even put that book down. We hate that there's LGBTQ people in the world, but we don't hate the Bible. When it was written by King James, an openly gay man.
Rep, you do know that more than one James existed, right?
No, but the one that wrote the Bible is
Don't confuse the one that wrote the Bible with the one that wrote demonology, because y'all talking about
Yeah,
the white dude.
the same person wrote demonology, the same person wrote the Bible.
I'm talking about the black dude that took the throne at the age of 2 because his mama killed his daddy. I'm not talking about the dude that laid down with his mama. I'm not talking about the dude.
He's the one that killed his own mama killed and didn't do nothing about it. That's what I'm talking about.
Now you see the correlation and how close these two stories are. That's why these two people get mixed up. Now the dude I'm talking about got skin tone like you.
Before I start talking to you, bro. Now I understand there's black people, everything spoken black prior to. I understand that, but
the James I'm talking about, when he got a hold of the book was taught to him by his mama and his aunt. And it was taught to him from a black history standpoint, not a religious standpoint.
Well, that ain't the one that put all of that slavery shit in the Bible.
Well, okay, well, and a slave Bible does exist, but the truth of the matter is this: all those major prophets in that book that you read about, them same 66 books that have been tampered with, all those major prophets in that book are related. Huh?
Bro, let me tell you something, man. I think Mooka, I think you really confused on this, bro. I'm sorry to say it.
Nah, it ain't.
You ain't even let me finish my point.
You don't say enough, bro. You don't say enough.
Hey, slow your roll, bro.
Well, I ain't gonna say no more. I ain't gonna say no more. Then.
Hold on, Smoke. Hold on.
Confusion.
I'm just saying. I feel like you confusing. Like there's a version of King James where everybody say he's black. But it's the same King James, no matter he's white or black. It's the same one they're talking about. There can't be two, bro. You trying to say one?
What you talking about? You just said the craziest shit. That's why I told you don't do this show live. Because you the host and just said some crazy shit.
Hold on, you saying one wrote the book of demonology and one wrote the Bible. The same person wrote both, bro. It ain't no separate.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna quote Friday in this one. I'm gonna quote Friday inside this one and say both of y'all niggas need to state your damn, you know what I mean, cite your doggone your literature.
It ain't up to me to prove myself right. You prove yourself right at the same time prove myself right.
Cite your literature though.
That's all to it. That's all we doing. After the show's over or whatever.
He tell me to stop talking. I ain't even get my point off.
I ain't say stop talking.
We can continue.
But I'm just saying, I think you're wrong on the two King James. I think you're wrong on that.
You didn't even let me finish my point, brother. But it's okay. Go ahead.
It's gonna lead to the same thing. Go ahead.
No, it's not. But go ahead.
Go ahead. But let me. Anybody got else? Anyone? Let me put this clip up, and then we'll go from there.
This is one of my worst nightmares.
Sorry.
And you got a young nigga.
Wrong one too.
What is that? That's Gucci. There you go.
Would you let a black person into your church for a church service? An Asian person, Indian person. Why is that? Why would you not let them into the church?
Because that would lead to race mixing, breaking the covenant. It doesn't mean that I hate those people. I don't hate you. I don't hate this man here. I have no reason to hate him.
Do you have any black friends?
No, I'm friendly to black people. But
you don't have any black friends?
I don't have black friends.
Well, the Greek word for God's love, there's like 5 different Greek words for love, but the Greek word for God's love is agape, and it means unconditional love. So if you go off of unconditional love, and Chris Kim, who's Cambodian, says, hey, can I come to your church service? And you say no, then you would be treating him conditionally and partially, right?
Yeah, see, you're changing that meaning. I believe they're referring to Israel. God he gave covenant to Israel.
Now, this way I don't understand, right? Everybody's praying to the same God, but you can't go and eat different churches? I don't understand that, bro. Where you at on that, Fred?
Man, I don't get these motherfuckers. I don't get it, man. Like, I really don't.
I don't either,
I
bro.
ain't even gonna. I ain't even. Y'all had that. I just be shaking my head, man.
Bro, you can't go into a certain church
Yeah.
because of a skin color, but y'all praying to the same God.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, bro.
I'm
Enlightenment.
not shocked by that. I'm not shocked by that, bro. You know the history of the Mormon Church.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
not detailed, but yeah, I know a little bit of it. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, when you got universities like Brigham Young, you ain't gonna see no black students at Brigham Young. You ain't gonna see too many black people in the Mormon Church. That's what they believe, dog. That's why I said, man. Listen, dog. When you get into the conversation of religion, you got thousands of everybody. When you have the freedom of religion, you can believe how you want to believe. You read something in that book you don't like, and you don't want to practice that shit. You could go someplace where you're comfortable. You have
And
that
that's
right. You have that right as a human being. But as far as that book is concerned, that ain't what you're supposed to be doing.
That book. I mean, that our government allows people to box themselves in according to their beliefs on religion. That's what you're saying.
You got freedom of opinion, Rip. You could like I said, all right. You got one book that tell you about one God and one way to get to him. That's the book. But if I try to make that argument,
this nigga internet, bro. Yeah, but did you see the clip, Smoke?
No, I didn't.
But it's basically it was a clip of a white gentleman. He was having an interview. And matter of fact, I'm gonna just play it back for it. We're gonna play it back one more time, y'all.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you let a black person into your church for a church service?
No.
An Asian person, Indian person?
No.
Why is that? Why would you not let them into the church?
Because that would lead to race mixing, breaking the covenant. It doesn't mean that I hate those people. I don't hate you. I don't hate this man here. I have no reason to hate him.
Do you have any black friends?
No, I'm friendly to black people. But
you don't have any black friends?
I don't have black friends.
Well, the Greek word for God's love, there's like 5 different Greek words for love, but the Greek word for God's love is agape, and it means unconditional love. So if you go off of unconditional love, and Chris Kim, who's Cambodian, says, hey, can I come to your church service? And you say no, then you would be treating him conditionally and partially, right?
Yeah, see, you're changing that meaning. I believe they're referring to Israel. God he gave covenant to Israel.
What you think? What you talking about, Smoke? What you think, man? How you feeling about that?
Hey, I think that's like I won't give a high number. I'll say about 60% of America right now. Like they like the idea of, not being racist. In all actuality, shit, it's just what we are. You know what I mean? What we are is what was bred into us. It was what was trained into us. So I ain't mad at him for the way he feel. You know what I mean? It's just the way he feel. Hell, if I had my way a lot of times, you know what I mean, I probably find myself on the same side of that bridge. You know what I mean? I don't want no offbeat clapping, you know what I mean, pastor inside there trying to doggone teach me how to touch.
But if you teaching love,
man, love,
morality, all that stuff like
morale
that,
and love,
how in the hell you not let people in your church?
Bro, that's just like you ain't gonna let a Klansman come walking through your garage.
Bro, and the crazy thing about it, you don't know how many Klansmen been through your garage. Let's say that. Let's just say that.
It ain't too many.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. In general.
It ain't too
these
many.
Klansmen, man. And speaking of that, since you brought that up, check this out. Let me play this clip, then Friday. I want you to respond on this first, then move. Then
And then I got another question. Y'all do know the KKK is a Christian organization, right? Everything they do to justify what they do is justified in that book. That book that y'all love, that y'all go by. They are they feel like they are doing God's work, and they, based on the book, they are. Read the book. Understand the book. The book wasn't meant for you. That is their playbook. Why do you think everything that is in that book is coming to fruition kind of right now in society. The falling away, the this, that. Because they knew that we was going to wake up and learn that we are being persecuted under the guise of religion. But as African, American, black, I don't know what the fuck, people, because I don't identify as none of that shit. I'm not no fucking African. I'm not no fucking American. That's not the name of this fucking place. The name of this place is Tameri. Tameri. I'm Tamerican, okay? But that's besides the point. Let's get back to the subject. You gotta tell me how you're a Christian, but they a Christian too. See, what really troubles me is all the other religions, they slaying evil. They slaying frequencies and energies and darkness and light and all that shit. Our God in the Bible, he killing humans. He's so worried about what we doing. He put good and evil in us, but he want to kill us for doing the evil. But we built with both. We're not supposed to be angry. We're just supposed to walk around like... That's what we're supposed to do. That's what they want us to do, according to that book. But, if you beat a slave, it's okay. If you kill him, that's where the sin come in. But the fact that the book even justifies subjugating another human being into being a slave. See, this is why y'all people that's in religion have the type of shit that y'all have going in y'all life. Because y'all worship carnage. Y'all worship death and destruction and judgment and all this shit. Y'all worship this shit. Somebody, please, if you was encountered with a Triple K member, KKK, and they was about to kill you, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna stand there and start praying? Or are you gonna do something to stop yourself from being killed? Because God ain't gonna stop them. He said it was okay.
Hey, where y'all at with it, man?
She right, bro. Like, she right. I tell you that shit. I tell you that shit long ago. But like when they was hanging folks and lynching black folks, they had that
Even afterwards, still to this day, Mississippi got hangings going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Just about 2 weeks ago, they had another black hanging. But yeah, go ahead, bro. Cook.
Yeah, man. Like everything in history, bro. Like how white people did blacks. Hey, in the name of the Lord and the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit.
Yep. And and it's the same person that they're serving. Same person.
Mm-hmm.
So who is he listening to? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You praying to not get killed or get whatever done to you, and he's praying to, hey, I don't get caught. I'm doing this. It's crazy. Look at Emmett Till, man. This lady was able to write a book about the shit after all that she done and started to get this man ended. Hell, Fred Hampton. The cops shoot his grave up every chance they get. So, I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Go ahead, Mo. What we got?
What question are you asking?
The whole video.
You asking if I agree with her? If I agree with her, see, man, again, she's partially right. She's partially right. I mean,
where's she wrong at?
That the book come from them. I mean, you can debunk that in 30 seconds. We know that
how you get the book?
The King James version of the Bible is not the oldest Bible in existence, man.
So how did Ethiopia was the first person colonized. Yes, we understand that.
To not be colonized.
How did you get it?
I got it the same way you got it.
Through slavery.
Well, listen, I ain't get it through slavery. I was born in 1978.
Okay,
Now,
so how did your ancestors get it?
Rip, listen, man, you can't go to YouTube University for a week and get some clips and think you're gonna change my opinion. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen, hold on, bro. Listen to what I'm saying. Wait, listen to what I'm saying. All right. This is what we have to understand about slavery. Nobody in history has gone through more brutal slavery than the American Negro. All right. Now, when you taking a look at the Bible, God is talking to his people whose whole existence was slavery. So he's telling these people while they're going through their chastisement that he put in place before the world was even put together, how they are supposed to govern themselves. Now, just because we encounter slavery at a later time and we have this book for them to justify how a master is supposed to act towards a slave, that don't mean that, God damn it, when the changes were made in 1600, they were made to just chastise the American Negro. That's why I'm saying she's partially correct. You got a portion of the book that they were only allowing black preachers to preach from to keep the slave in check, to stop rebellion. We understand that part. But dude, I'm saying I'm not going to take that portion of the book and discredit everything else about the book, about where it is that a person that wants to believe that says that they need to go. You know what I mean? There's no book in religion that you can follow that does not give you the history of the people that had trials and tribulations before them to not help you through your daily walk. That's the purpose. I don't care if you Buddhist, I don't care if you Hindu, I don't care if you Muslim. Every religious book you're going to read through some sort of trial and tribulation. Trial and tribulation that the Israelites had was slavery. And their whole existence has been slavery. Them same people that Moses took out of Egypt is the same people.
That makes it okay?
Say what?
That makes it okay?
What you mean makes it okay?
What you're saying it's all rooted in slavery. All this right here is what's supposed to be. So what you're saying that makes it okay?
Rip, I said that the book. Listen, you're different. You're not hearing me, man. God and the God of the Bible. The Bible was written to a specific group of people. People think that the Bible is for everybody, and it ain't. It's for a specific group of people. Now, if you follow these specific groups of this, now, God said that don't have no other gods before me. That means more than one God exists. He considered himself the God of hosts. So you got to choose if this the house you won't be in. There are other houses. He said there are other houses. What would he be jealous? What would he be jealous of if he's the only God in existence?
Well, so let me hold on. Wait, let me ask you this wait. Let me ask you this real quick. You're saying he already knew there was other gods. That's what you just said, right?
Rip. The book says.
Man, come on, bro. Answer that question. You said that there was other gods before him. You just said that, right?
The book says thou shalt not have other gods before me.
Okay, so is that
meaning that other gods exist?
Other gods.
He said, "I'm a jealous God, so don't have no other God."
How
if you follow me? That's what he's saying.
How is Genesis in the beginning? God created it. How is that a thing? If you just said what you
asking, bro. What kind of question is that?
These are questions I be asking, and people always avoid them.
You said,
if you said all these gods existed, if you saying all these gods existed, how are we believing that this man created heaven and earth the 7th day? How are we believing that?
Okay,
I didn't understand what you said.
Good.
And just give me a second to tie something together.
Good.
So there is other gods. In Christianity, God, capital God, is saying no other gods before him, meaning Zeus, all these other freaking,
Ishtar, the one he was Ishtar, the one we had the conversation with.
You're not listening. That's what it. That's what.
So you trying to tell me God? No, wait. You saying God? You saying this guy? If you read Genesis. Genesis say I started all this and I finished it in 7 days.
All of
wow. So you trying to tell me he took a break and let these gods get built up in between himself?
And in the book of Genesis, he's saying that he's the one that created this situation that we live in. He didn't say he created all the gods. He said he created the situation we live in. You know what I mean?
Shit ain't making sense.
Hey, listen, but you and it's not supposed to make sense to everybody. You know, and that's what my question come in at, because when you put your own personal logic on top of,
you look like a fool.
Slowly roll.
You know what I'm saying?
Slowly roll. When you put your own personal logic on top of belief, you know what I mean? You come up with questions. And just like you, when I come up with questions, I look for answers, and I'm not able to get all my answers either.
And this is what I hate, though. This is what I'm saying. Why don't people say, I don't know, instead of trying to move the goalposts for that?
Because
you feel me?
Just like right now, you're not willing to accept the fact that you don't know it all either.
Bro, I know this for a fact. I'm trying to explain. Hold on. If something came from nothing, the Bible said it was dark. He started all this and made it so in 7 days.
But that's
so what I'm saying is,
earth.
There's nothing else what's going on
earth.
Because ain't nobody else believing nothing else but this Bible, right? Nobody believing nothing else but this Bible.
Hey,
so,
but that's what the Bible, that's what religion is.
At what point did the other gods come into play?
Religion is what you choose to believe, man. Religion is your choice.
And that's the problem.
That's your choice. That is not a problem. That is not a problem. That's not a problem. That's an opinion.
Well, listen, the problem is when you force this on everybody else and nobody can understand it.
Nah, they force it on people. If you want people to get their narrative pushed. And you can't, and honestly, and just to cut a throat right now, you're doing the exact same thing right now that they did.
Listen,
you're trying to force your own.
You're supposed to discredit anything coming in front of you until you get your personal facts and everything over.
You're pushing your narrative over everything else.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about me. You was not finna have me go anywhere and talk about blind faith. You're not gonna have me join anything and talk about blind faith. You understand?
And that's your right,
bro. The way we live in life right now is retarded. And I'm gonna tell you something.
That's your right to believe what you choose.
The reason why I say this is because everybody sit here and been praying for years. Everybody been saying for years. Even my grandma been saying we in our last days. All this crazy stuff like that, right? It's a fear-based religion that keeps you vibrating low.
Okay, so what's your religion?
You shouldn't be following that. You shouldn't be following that.
They say believe in something or fall for anything.
Believe in yourself. If you want to read that Bible, take anything from that Bible. Take the part when he said, I made you in like image. You are God now. Take that and leave everything else alone. Live your life. That's what I'm saying.
That's fine.
Why do it take you to go to a church or to a book in order to be a moral, upright citizen?
Because not everybody learns the same way.
What that means is you don't have a moral compass and you need somebody to guide you in life.
Because not everybody learns the same way. Some people can hear it once and that shit etched in their memory. Some people got to get that shit put in. I'm a hard-headed motherfucker. I got to get my ass.
I told you to before. I believe it's a form of control.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
The King James Version was written as a form of control.
Okay, what kind of control? Massive control or self-control?
Massive control.
Massive control.
Man, that's why we're in a position now. Nobody wants to do
Christianity. And I can agree.
I feel y'all. I feel you. But again, if you have, we already listen. Religion is a set of rules. We done discussed that. We agree with that. Okay. If you're saying massive control, and everybody has their freedom of religion. I mean, religion, to me, a religion keep you from doing some wild shit that you might
doing shit.
Moral compass keeps you from doing a lot of shit.
So does the religion keep your moral compass intact?
Hey, listen, they got pastors killing their wife. Come on, you know what I mean?
I
The
understand
religion don't
that's
keep
the
doing
individual acts of a person. That don't have nothing to do with their religion.
But hey, listen, everything in life is the act of a person.
This basically what this is. It says, yet religion is frequently used as a form of social and individual control, acting as a mechanism to shape behavior, values, and norms.
Exactly.
You heard what Rodney said? He said social and individual.
Political hierarchies justify conflicts and enforce social cohesion, often using fear or the promise of salvation to
govern. A fear-based religion. That's what it is. It's a fear-based religion.
Fear and obedience.
That's it.
And the thing is, like I'm not trying to debunk what you're saying. A fear-based religion is Christianity. Yes, I agree with that because God asked you in the Bible to fear him, basically. You know what I mean? That's within the words that was printed in the King James Version. You know what I mean? That he wants that fear. You know what I mean? He wants that fear, but he wants that fear and he also wants that love. I get all of that part. You know what I mean? So you're not wrong by saying it's a fear-based religion, but there's more to it than just the fear part. And with the religion itself, there's more to believing. If you believe in Christianity, then there's more to Christianity than just fear. You got to also throw back love into that same thing.
So I got to be a Christian to love you?
No, you don't. That's not what I said. And you ain't gonna
what the man said, man. The man talking about.
No, you gotta. So you don't have to be a Christian to fear me.
No,
man.
Okay, then you don't have to be a
religious example, bro.
I'm just saying, bro.
You don't have to be a Christian.
Hey, look. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go for it. Y'all go a little bit more. I got one more. It's one more clip, and that's it for it. But if y'all want to keep going a little bit, Friday, you had I know I told you get a question for the show. If you want to put that question out this time, but we got one left, and it's gonna take a little bit on this last one.
No, you can go ahead. You can go ahead.
But right now, anybody got anything they want to add to the show? You know what I'm saying? Like they want to bring up, talk about. Because we got one left, we out of here.
Okay, so what when it comes down to religion, like I was born and I was bred Baptist, Christianity, Hebrew, Pentecostal, and a lot of the things that go through all of those different religion changes that I went through from a kid to where I'm at right now has changed. I separate that because I also throw personal life experience and logic into my train of thought when I start thinking about religion. A lot of the stuff that we were taught, you know what I mean, in a sense, it's still real. A lot of people don't believe in speaking in tongues. Me personally, I do believe in speaking in tongues, but I believe it not from the religious manner, but it's the pineal gland that when that portion of life, when that's activated in your body, then you do go into a different realm, and that realm helps you to acknowledge more of your ancestry and the people that came before you. Nobody can ever tell me that a spirit is not a bond between man, you know what I mean, from man to man, man to woman, woman to man. A spirit bonds because I felt a rip in my life. I felt the separation of spirit from life to death in my life. You will not take that feeling from me when my dad passed away. You will not take that feeling that when he died, the moment he died, I felt that, and I was 300+ miles away from him. Stuff like that. When it comes down to religion, you got to understand that certain things you will believe in. It does not have to come from the King James Version, the Egyptian version, the Quran, none of that shit. All of this shit is what you believe. But what I do believe in is what I felt and what I hold on to, what I hold dear to. You know what I mean? Certain parts of life are real. You know what I mean? So to debunk Christianity or Buddhism or Hinduism, to debunk any one of them, you can take any opinion that you want. but you're not going to debunk my personal experience in life with anything. And that's what I thrive on. My religion, like you said, is I believe in what I have felt. I believe in what I have felt. I believe in me. I believe that in his image, whoever his is the most high, the higher power, capital G-O-D, lowercase G-O-D, whichever one is up there that's actually pulling the strings, whoever is pulling my strings, I believe that there is a tier in life that connects me. There's the thread in life that connects me. And when that separation happens, it's something that I felt personally.
Man, I think the church should be taxed.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, y'all think that? You think the church should be taxed?
Yes, I do. 100%. I think because right now,
what does it change if they are
everything?
What is
right now? Their money is unreported.
You said it for the church to be taxed.
That money unreported, bro.
And all
only
right,
time they get reported is when they get doing something.
If they are taxed, what does that do? That exposes the preachers?
Taxing the church will probably just put a little bit more money back into the government. Either way it go, it ain't gonna really do much.
It don't help the people.
Mo, I'm gonna tell you something. It ain't all churches, but the majority of those big mega churches are the biggest money laundering fronts out there.
But so is McDonald's
out there.
So is the NBA.
I got that part, brother. But how does this is my point?
Taxing the church allows you to freely talk about what they're doing right now in politics. It allows them to add hey, I'm talking to this pastor right here in order to go to war. It allows them to do that freely instead of behind your back.
You got a strong standpoint on religion as it is. And if there's certain things about the religious aspect that you don't believe, I don't know. I'm leaving.
Well, so basically,
Man,
what?
Let me make a request.
If you tax the church, they're part charge admission, dog.
Can I make a request, man?
Go ahead, bro.
I think we need to do a part of what we talking about, and I think we should try to take it from a historical standpoint, so that the conversation can stay more along the lines with man, we bouncing from personal relationship with God to religion, and those are two totally different things. We
talking facts. Show me where we're not talking facts. The whole night we've been talking. Only when smoking on his breath, it was kind of a thing.
You talk a whole bunch of opinion the same way Smoke just talk a whole bunch of opinion. I didn't want to get into the talking in tongues thing. There was a certain time that stuff could be done, and there was a certain way that it was supposed to be done, and it's in the book that y'all trying to debunk. So again, since if we can listen,
a good time to talk about religion.
If we can't use this my point. That's what I'm saying. If we can't use a religious book for reference when we talking about religion, then let's talk from a historical standpoint of how
how it came about.
It's one standpoint.
Friday read the definition. It says it's a set of rules that's used for social and individual control.
Right. Every society, every government puts a religion in place for that nation. Every government does it. And they want the majority of people, they're sheep. So they'll go ahead and abide by it. But when you have the ones that think for themselves, that's when the problem come in. Right now, you can look up CIA files and they'll tell you this religious experiment is failing. It'll say it's in the files. I just want y'all to do your own research sometime. It's an experiment that it's been going on all the time.
Because I don't understand the failure part. Brother, if you was Hindu, that don't change how I feel about you. If you a fucked up person, I'm not going to deal with you.
We ain't worried about that. What you're missing is this religious experiment. They put it in place in America for control. And it's been the most effective system to date. because you got people literally fighting against getting rid of it. Well, you can just go back to what you've been doing. What were we doing before the Bible get put in your hand? What were we doing before then?
Okay. Let me just cut through the chase. If everything that you're thinking in your head was done away with, if we weren't following religion, what does that do to this society to make this society better? Because you making this argument to try to get to that.
You wouldn't be
So how does the world look?
You
How
wouldn't
does
be
the world
under
look in your mind?
control.
Everybody said, "Fuck every religion ever made. We all gods. We don't believe in no higher power. We just us." How does the world look after that?
They're following your lead.
But listen though, listen, man. See how you got so like on that. What I'm saying is, listen. What were you doing before your answer? I ain't gonna say what you were doing because we don't know what we're doing because we don't know what they were doing. But it was a whole set of spiritual beliefs, not religious beliefs. That's a European philosophy. It was a whole set of spiritual beliefs we already were living by before the Bible came. Is what I'm saying.
Man, you keep going back in time. You keep on trying to figure out who was God before God. If you won't find that out, read the list. And part two of that is this. This my point.
I ain't saying that, bro. I ain't saying none of that. What you just said. I ain't saying none of what you just said.
People follow the that they believe based off of the stuff that they go through in their life. When you have something traumatic or something that's seriously taking place that you have to go through, there's gonna come a time you gotta rely on more than just you.
Okay, and I agree with you. I agree with you.
Everybody got their own walks of life. You got people that's gonna tell you that they might have prayed on things. They might have tried to
meditate,
bring things into fruition through meditation, or try to what's that word I'm looking for, man? Manifest things in a certain manner. You're gonna have people with different experiences. This takes place now. I think that if you remove religion altogether and everybody carry out their Sundays and their Saturdays like every other, I don't think society changes at all.
It doesn't. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
this is my question. I thought you wanted to have solution-based conversation that could put us.
So all of what you just brought around, you landed your plane a little bit. So what you're saying is, people don't need religion. Religion needs people. That's what you're just saying. Right or wrong?
I didn't say that at all. You said that. I asked you how.
Is that a true statement or not?
Rip, I asked you how the world look if we go about life the way that you see it. If we get rid of
it, people do not need religion. Religion needs people. People do not need religion. Religion needs people. People do not need religion. Religion needs people. Do you understand that?
You done said it 3 times.
You understand?
I asked you 3 questions ago. How does the world look if that is adhered to?
The same. Because you're going to always have laws you got to live by. You always live by your moral compass.
Don't change nothing, man. Wait a minute.
You're going to have your 1 to 2 Jeffrey Dahmers. You're going to have your
2 minutes.
Go ahead. Say what? Say what now?
I said we just play Ring Around the Rosie for 1 hour and 13 minutes.
All right, man. All right. So let's go to the next topic real quick, man, because you're going back circles again. But check this out. This is the next one real quick, and this is the last one.
Free will clearly doesn't exist. What makes you say that? Well, everything has a cause, right? Yeah. And what happens is determined by those causes. That makes sense? But then all our actions, thoughts, dreams, motivations, desires, they all must have causes too. Of course. But then everything is predetermined and we cannot have free will. On the contrary, everything is determined and we do have free will. What do you mean? You assume that free will implies the ability to do otherwise. And since everything is determined and thus could not have been otherwise, we cannot have free will, correct? Exactly. A bulletproof argument. Only if I adopt your definition of free will. An action is free when our will aligns with that action. What does that mean? Well, say you wanted to go to the shops. Then even if that wish was predetermined, your action of going to the shops is still free. However, if you do not wish to go to the shops and someone is holding you at gunpoint to do so, then you're not choosing freely, even if you could theoretically have done otherwise. But that's not the definition of freedom we normally use. I think that tacitly it is, and here's why. Say our thoughts, wishes, and actions were not caused by anything. Without a cause, I guess the action just becomes random. Is it truly more free for someone's choices to be random than for them to be aligned with their predetermined will? Would an agent just choosing their actions at random really be free in any meaningful sense of the word? But that's strawmanning my position. There are loads of theoretical situations in between determinism and randomness. There could be a balance of probabilities to people's choices that, in a non-deterministic world, they would be able to freely choose from. But in what sense is their choice of possibilities free there? It's either determined by something or it's random. It would be determined by something internal, their own will. But that's precisely my definition of freedom. When someone's choices align with their will, they are free. Right, but it's not true freedom if the will itself is predetermined. Why not? Because then our wills are not freely chosen. But that is evidently and unproblematically the case. How often do we freely choose our desires or our wishes, even in some theoretical world where we definitely could do otherwise? Do we not instead find that they naturally arise within us? And then we form a plan on how to enact those desires. And yet we can still call some actions free and some not. The person who wishes to go to the gym and does makes a free choice, whereas someone who is forced to exercise in a prisoner of war camp does not. Precisely because in the first case, the will aligns with the action, and in the second, it does not. Okay, but ask anyone to define free will and they'll give you my definition. Be that as it may, that is not how we in practice use the word. But let me know what you think.
Where we at with that, Friday?
I'm saying, yeah, we got free will. We do, but it's in society say you ain't got, like, you can't, like, you got the free will to murder somebody, but yeah, there's consequences if you do it. You can free to do whatever you want, but a lot of things have consequences. So do you really have free will? I don't know, man. I don't know. Shit, we was all in the military. Shit, we didn't have free will enough in the military.
The instant willingness and obedience of orders. That's not familiar.
Yeah. So so I think what he was talking about is more so on from the religious aspect of it, the Almighty being all-knowing, omnipresent, and foreknowledge. He has foreknowledge of everything that you're going to do. So if he has foreknowledge of everything that's going to be done, then how can your next decision be your choice if he already knows what you're going to choose? You know what I mean?
That don't mean he's controlling what you're doing. He might know what you,
but he knows the decision you're going to make.
Brings to do something to or towards it or against.
But he knows the decision you're going to make. So if he knows that you're going to make a left turn, no matter if you know what I mean, your left turn or right turn, whatever it is, if he has foreknowledge and he's in front of your thought process, then he knows that, okay, yeah, he a stubborn mule, he a stubborn young man. He going to go left when, you know, it's clearly visible that he should go right. He's going to go left. You know what I mean? So if he already knows I'm going to go left, then everything is predetermined. And that's what the guy was asking. Like, if the knowledge of what you're going to do is predetermined, then how is it a choice being made? You're just following the path that was pre-cut.
I think when you have situations like this, that's how you determine the difference between man and God.
And how's that?
Because this is a question that you can't rightfully explain. We can say omnipresent. We can say all-knowing. We don't understand what that shit means. We going off the whole blind faith thing that Rip say he don't follow, that God is all-knowing.
Yeah, but blind faith, and I kind of follow Rip on that one. And offline, we had a few conversations about the blind faith thing. Like faith, the evidence, the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen is the biblical definition of faith. The substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And when you go off of that, like you kind of like lead me to just live life under a question mark. You know what I mean? Instead of providing answers to the thoughts that go through my head. You know what I mean? And that's where I struggle at with religion at this point is on the inability to find an answer to whatever it is that I'm looking for in a lot of different biblical situations. It's almost putting me to a point where the level of belief or that follow is starting to fade. And I don't like being lukewarm. I don't like being, you know what I mean, wishy-washy. I want to know which direction I'm going in, and Christianity in a nutshell, or just the biblical definition of faith. And every question is led right back to that same response. The substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. I don't have to, the Bible does not allow any pastor to prove any point. You know what I mean? None of it is a point proven. Everything is just a mysterious answer that you gotta fall back on. And hell, okay, I'm your leader, and I told you completely abstract. Let's go completely abstract from the Bible. I told you around this corner we got 10,000 pounds of gold. 10,000 pounds of gold around this corner. When we bend that corner, what you're gonna look for? You're gonna look for 10,000 pounds. If I don't prove 10,000 pounds, you're gonna look at me completely suspect. You're gonna go in a different direction. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't able to prove that I spoke on. Yet you want me to follow you blind, you know what I mean, religion, blind faith in religion. You want me to follow that by saying that, oh yeah, he's coming back again.
In who lifetime?
And it may not be mine.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? And that's what a big part of our host, Rip, that's what a big part of his question.
According to the book, he can't answer the question himself. He don't know when he's coming back.
Yeah, right.
But yet it's still
But he knows everything. He knows when he's coming back because he's
You know what I'm saying? Well, Christ ain't the Most High. He was given his power by the Most High.
Here we go, moving the post again.
But they say, I and my Father are one.
You quick to say facts.
I and my Father are one. We speaking King James Version. We speaking King James right now. I and my Father are one. So Father and Son are intertwined. The Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost are intertwined in one.
And since we on Ishtar, when Christ resurrected, he was given all power. That's what the book says.
Even with the resurrection,
in Arabic.
Well, why he ain't using it?
Even with the resurrection, that's a blind faith situation. That's a blind faith situation because they give us. They give us a strict guideline to follow when we count out the resurrection. But 3 days is 72 hours, and from what they're telling us, they're giving us something different.
Every year, Easter a different day.
Well, Easter is going to fall from Friday to Sunday. But from Friday to Sunday,
they want to fuck with the calendar. And we had 13 months in the year, we wouldn't have had this problem. It'd have felt every day of the same year.
60 hours.
You're talking about the most important person in the world. You don't have a birthday.
Easter is 60 hours. The definition of Easter, they're giving you 60 hours, but then it says 3 days and 3 nights, which is 72 hours. They're giving you 60 hours for him to die and resurrect.
Man, I'm telling you, at some point, we got to stop moving the goalposts.
60 hours.
And be real about this. Dog.
Again, we talking blind leadership or blind. You're just a sheep. If you stick to the King James Version, you are the same sheep. You are the same sheep that they want you to be. And at a certain point, you got to get beyond that that version of the Bible and actually dig deeper into research. The Bible also says, study to show thyself approved. And when you start to studying, that doesn't mean study the Bible only. That means study above and beyond the Bible. And just to sum up how I feel about the Bible, I feel like the Bible is a reference point and is not
the end all be all.
The end all be all. It's the book of life, but it's not the only book of my life or your life. It's the book of life, not my life or your life. You know what I mean? It's the book of the life that they're speaking of in the Bible. And the Bible itself, King James Version, the Egyptian version, the Holy Quran, all of these different books, Joe Smith from the whichever community, all of these books are just something for you to pattern yourself off of. It's not a book for you to say that, okay, well, if Moses, you know what I mean, part of the Red Sea, I'm not going to go outside with my rod and my staff and slap it in a puddle of water and it's going to part. No, it's just telling you that when your path is conjoined, when your path is flooded, you know what I mean, you got to find a way. So you look at the Bible as a reference book on how to guide yourself through your current situation. And if you look at it to live by, you know what I mean, if you look at it to live by verbatim, then you're going to be running yourself inside a circle, because there's only 66 books and you're probably going to live more than 66 days of reading.
All right, what you got, Friday?
I ain't got nothing else, man.
Well, I got something before we
Go ahead, bro.
get out of here. But listen, man, ain't nobody coming to save y'all, bro. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Whatever you choose to do in life, just know there's consequences to each side of it. If you go out here and kill somebody, there's nobody you can go and pray to get that part off you. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody. Everybody looking for somebody higher than a man that's living to put their burdens on. That is not coming in your lifetime or my lifetime. What you need to do in life is be a good person, live by morals and the laws of the land. Everything else is just extra read material. You know what I'm saying? Be a good person in life. That's all you got to do. I don't have to go into a church to say I love this person. I don't have to go and do all this extra stuff just to prove that I'm living a different life than somebody else. Live your life, encounter people as they encounter you. If they come at you foul, match them with the same energy. Try to debunk it, you know what I'm saying? Try to de-escalate, but at the same time, match the energy with energy. That's all you got to do. Everything else, look, man, read a book. You're going to find everything in your life you need. YouTube is there. If you get sick, ain't no amount of you sitting in your bed and somebody praying for you going to get you better. Take your ass to the hospital. Let's state facts here in 2026.
In certain situations.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you at a point where the doctor told you, hey, ain't nothing else we could do your praying, do your meditation, do your outside medication from other countries or whatever. But at the same time, there's nobody coming from out the sky to save you. That's what I want you to realize, especially in our lifetime. But
in certain situations that's agreed upon, but at the same time, the body being the temple, it has its own methods of healing as well, and in the likeness of a God, because I do feel that I am in the likeness of a God.
We all are.
And with my temple has a method of, you know what I mean, of going into its own healing state. And in that healing state, it takes belief. And whatever it takes for you to be a better person is what you should believe in. Whatever it takes for you to be a better person. So I'm not a debunk your religion state of mind type of person. I am a whatever makes you better type of guy. You know what I mean? So if going to church every Sunday, if you go to church 7 days a week for the next 30 years and that makes you a better person, then go do that. You know what I mean? It should not, I shouldn't have to doggone, you know what I mean, crap on how you get down just so that, you know what I mean, you can be a better person. Whatever it takes to make you not come out and slit my throat, I'm all for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I just say, look, man, you don't, like I told y'all earlier in the show, people don't need religion. Religion needs people. And that's all I got to say.
But people do need guidance.
And then the guidance comes from everything you live in. You got your father, your mother. If you ain't got that, you got your uncles. You got the government. You know what I'm saying? Y'all using that for Section 8 right now anyway. Use it for everything else too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There is, you don't have to sit here and say, look, my final form is a religious person. You don't have to do that.
No.
All you got to do is do right by people, live right. You know what I'm saying? Keep to yourself for the most part. It costs you nothing to mind your own business and sit back and just live life. A lot of these religion groups y'all have are stopping y'all from living life, stopping y'all from going on cruises, stopping y'all from going to theme parks. Hell, it's stopping most of y'all from doggone wearing certain clothes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I ain't even on the screen, but live your life, man. You know what I'm saying? Just mind what you're doing. Just like if you are finna go to, you know, it's a bad neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? White or black, it don't matter what color we talking about. You know, it's a known bad neighborhood, a lot of crime happens, stuff like that. You gonna have blind faith and say, look, God got me, I'm finna go out here and party? Or you gonna make a good decision, like, you know what? It's no being bad, I'm just gonna avoid that area for right now. We're gonna go somewhere a little bit safer. These are common sense questions and answers. You don't need to go and pay for that. Because at this point, your ignorance is a business for religion. Do you agree with that, Friday?
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you on that, man.
What about you? But go ahead, cook a little bit, man. I know you got something on.
Nah, man, I just like, for me, I believe there's a God, and like I said, I'm not religious, can't be spiritual, but I'm not letting man, the colonizer wrote that damn book, man, and I know how that book was used throughout history. Man, I'm just I can't follow that book. Like I will say in the book, I'll be like, there's some shit that be happening in life that you be like, oh damn. When you read the book, I think it's the most perfect book ever wrote, because it's like it seems like there's a lot of predictions up in there.
Right, a lot of people got together and made it happen, dog.
Yeah, a lot of people. I believe that it was written by a collective of people.
Every verse.
It's a scare tactic. It's a scare tactic. Like I don't know how many times I've grown up going to church talking about God is coming, get your life right. God is coming. God is right there, that motherfucker.
Yep. Look at Y2K. They say we're coming back for Y2K.
Yeah, you gotta like, even with the getting baptized, man. It's just like people gotta. In the book, it says that you ask for salvation, it can never be taken away. But motherfuckers will think that this shit taken away. But the book is saying it can't be taken away.
Oh yeah, they'll take the salvation away from you.
I mean, you got religion, dog. Like I know for one, the Mormons, they'll shun you from the whole family religion group. All of that, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How you gonna see him?
Check this out, right? I said. So you say no sin is greater than others. So you saying lying and killing a person is evil.
Yeah, and you know one thing about lying, bro. We lie to our kids a lot, bro.
Oh yeah, you tell them that Easter is real,
bro. We lie to our kids so much about the smallest things when we can just tell them the truth.
Oh yeah,
but
Nicholas bought you that present.
Because your kids are associated with other demographic of kids, you conform to what's going on.
Christopher Columbus.
They treat Easter like President's Day or some shit. They change the day all the damn time. All
I'm
the time. So if this is the resurrection day, should be on the same day.
Yeah.
Should fall on the same day.
But the problem is they done fuck themselves so much to where they done change. It's just like how somebody emotionally makes a quick emotional decision. Somebody back then made a quick emotional decision about changing the calendar from 13 months. If you do 28 days every month, you get a perfect 13-month calendar. But they sat here and try to make things more efficient for business, for profit, and change the whole calendar system, bro. That's crazy. Like, really, we're like 13 years ahead of time right now, according to the Ethiopian calendar. Man, it's crazy, bro.
And it's more than that, actually, and because it's like 57, something like that, on the Hebrew calendar. But man, it's religion in itself, man. It's a guideline. It's a guideline more than it's the actual, you know what I mean, factual words coming from somebody that's credible. You know what I mean? It's a guideline. I personally don't look at the Bible as the end all say all. I look at it and I find guidance in certain portions of it, but I don't follow it strict.
And that's cool. I'm not here to tell anybody that don't believe in the Bible. But I'm saying that it ain't the end all be all. Like, ain't nothing gonna happen if you don't follow the guidance of the Bible. Like people put too much that, and I'm not even tripping. If people say they Christians, I'm just saying, like, my thing is, like, when I be telling folks, man, don't push that shit on me.
Right. I mean, me, man. I'm the same way. Especially, I got a real religious family, right? And every time I'm around, it is push, right? So I don't say nothing back to them, but what I do is I just kind of like fade away from the situation. You know what I'm saying? I dip out. You know what I'm saying? Go ride around or some shit like that. But I just be like, man, look, y'all ain't gotta push this so hard, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, motherfuckers be so full of shit, dog. They be talking about. They get mad when you talk about it, and they act like they hold everything down, and they fucking sitting at the same damn time, trying to push the shit in the other church, and sitting at the same damn time.
They just see it differently than you, dog. That's all.
If I say I ain't coming to church, man, they look at me crazy. You ain't gonna look at me crazy. That's the same.
Yeah, man. I just look at it differently, man. I ask a whole lot of questions, and when you tell me, yo, just have the faith. Or just pray about it.
That's where they lose me at.
They lose me,
bro. Yeah, bro. Ain't no prayer gonna get you out of situation. Ain't no prayer gonna make. If you get your house took, ain't no prayer gonna stop you from getting your damn house took.
Right. You gonna have to figure out something through the government, dog. You know what I'm saying?
And I just say this. I add that instead and not just taxing the church, but they consider the church what is it?
Pillar of the community.
No, it's no. When it comes down to taxes, nonprofit. They consider the church a nonprofit. There's plenty of other
the Baptist getting rich.
Oh, they getting
and it's supposed to be it's nonprofit and not for profit. And they consider the church a nonprofit, but there's a whole lot of other organizations out here that are nonprofit organizations that are making way more money than the church. So if the church is to be taxed, then all of these other organizations.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Ain't nobody making more money than the church right now.
You know, Ronald McDonald House is making a killing.
Nah.
The NBA is a nonprofit.
Yeah, they're making money, but I'm telling you,
maybe not as much as the church.
No, you gotta think about it. Every time the church open their doors, they pass in the collection plate. Every organization ain't doing it.
All I'm pointing out, if we're gonna tax the church, we need to find a way to tax. We need to find a way to put all of that nonprofit shit to a freaking.
Some of it need to be state nonprofit. Some of it need to stay nonprofit. Real talk. The only one that needs to stop being nonprofit is the church.
What about American Red Cross?
I mean, that still could be
Man, there's so many
nonprofit.
billionaires coming out of there.
We got to get rid of the corruption.
Look at what is corruption and everything. It's everything that
Terminals to get rid of.
Dog, if a pastor is driving a motherfucking Rolls Royce, come on now.
Yeah.
That church need to be taxed. If you can afford to pay that damn pastor all a salary of $150,000.
Bro, they got pastors for 40,000 square foot homes.
Yeah.
40,000 square foot. Imagine how big that is, bro. That's like a city block, a little less than a city block.
Yeah.
40,000 square foot.
Tax the church. You need to tax all of those doggone nonprofits, because the majority of those nonprofit organizations that got a name attached to them is making pastors money.
Drewski did it best, dog. Drewski did it best, man. He did it best.
A lot of these organizations, after your nonprofit generates that much profit for any individual within the organization, then that needs to be taxed. Any individual makes a lot.
These motherfuckers be so dumb. Like I was hearing this shit today. It was talking about like hearing this shit, right? You said the black pastor, they out there flashy with it. And then you said the white pastor, they don't want you in their pockets. They little modest.
Right.
Now they got money, but how they do it, they live modest. Shit
They ain't living modest either, man.
Huh?
We just looking past them because they ain't rocking jewelry. They ain't got the light shining on them after church. You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah, man.
After church is what we look at. During church, hell, I done heard Joel Osteen freaking brag about how big his church is on a regular basis.
And brag about his house and cars and everything.
What was back in the day, Jimmy Swaggart. Jimmy Swaggart used to hit him with the little red cloth with prayer oil on it. And he was killing them. He was killing the game. I remember my mom had a few of those daggone rags coming in the mail. You know what I mean? Like they showing their money too. They showing their money as soon as they put them on TV. What's the little I ain't gonna call her no name, but the little funny looking face white lady pastor. She another one that walks around.
I don't know none of them lady pastor.
Yeah, she
That's another thing, man. How is that a thing? When the very Bible they're preaching out of says that they not supposed to do that.
Because the Bible is a guideline, and when you look at the Bible as a guideline, you can gonna fall on either side of that, man.
It's too much goalpost movement in that Bible for me to follow it, bro.
Yeah, you get twisted to what you want, to the narrative.
And then if you don't like the church you at,
you
can start a 501(c) and start your own church.
You can start another one, or
that's crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Final thoughts, man. We out of here on these final thoughts, man. I already got mine out. Anybody else?
I got mine, man. Whatever the fuck it take to make you a better person, man. Believe that shit, run that shit, do that shit, man.
Yeah,
just
man.
be good to yourself, be good to folk, man. That's all, man.
What you got, Friday?
Man, just like, share, subscribe to our content.
Yeah, support this life, man.
Protect these babies, man. Take care of these kids, man. Protect these babies.
Well, we out, fellas.
All right, y'all
next time.